So, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on the 9th of August. I do apologise just in advance. The internet around Lasham seems very slow at the moment, so a number of you might find you drop out, or even I sort of end up pausing for a little bit. Don't know why that is. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that at some point. So, what have we got today? Well, this is the overnight chart, and if you remember yesterday, this sort of very weak frontal feature was loitering around the Midlands, and it's still in the same place. It's just a cloud feature, not a very thick amount of cloud there, and that's beginning to burn back already, and by 12 o'clock that will have moved further north, and we'll have seen a large part of the south of England clear of cloud and temperatures going up very, very quickly. Isobars are not very far apart, so perhaps a fraction less windy on the ground than yesterday. At flying heights, I think it's going to be 10 knots. Easterly, northeasterly, really. Certainly on the ground here, it's going to be northeasterly 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 6 to 8 knots, and about 10 knots easterly, northeasterly across here in the centre of the country. SatPic shows this slow burn back of the cloud here. If you run through, we can see that slowly burning back as we go, and it's now clearing here quite quickly and warming up fairly quickly as well. So temperature wise, again, it's one of those days where the temperature goes up 2 to 3 degrees per hour steadily over most of the day, right till about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I think by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're looking at perhaps 32 degrees here, a little bit warmer than yesterday. It got to 30. That was just pegged down by the upper cloud that cut off the sun a little bit. It's going to be a couple of degrees warmer, but perhaps less humid today. Dew points, well, they're currently 17 degrees in most places, 16 degrees in others, where the cloud has already melted away. And I don't think they'll come down very much. And that was certainly the case yesterday. I think you're looking at dew points of 14, 15 during the day. And I just put up the Lasham weather station yesterday to show you that normally on a soaring day, when the thermals start, you'd expect the dew points to start going down. And a good soaring day, they go down 2, 3 degrees, even more than that. It hardly went down at all yesterday. And I think the same is going to be true today. It'll go up steadily. And then when we do start to get some thermal mixing, they won't go down very far, maybe a degree or a little bit more than that. Temperature, you can see, it's about 19 degrees now. It's a little bit out of date. So it's got a little way to go to actually kick off any thermals. I think that's going to be after lunch probably. But it will go certainly higher than it did yesterday. And plug in those numbers into the soundings. You can see today that the lines are a little bit here closer together, but not much. Yesterday they were long way apart. Plugging in the soundings, the temperatures, we're getting at best probably about 3,500 feet above sea level, and definitely blue. Interestingly, later afternoon sounding would indicate that if you got 33 degrees and any chance of cumulus, you could have some big towering Q-nims. BBC aren't showing that, but Top Meteo are showing the risk of an isolated shower. So don't know which one to go with just at the moment. I think we'll wait and see on that. Isolated shower around here or to the east of here. Top Meteo are showing it's not really getting going. That's 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock possibly to 1,100 meters in various places where it gets hot enough, and then for a couple of hours 1,100 meters, maybe a little bit more, but they're showing showers kicking off here and potential thunderstorms in and around our area. I can see where they're getting it from the predicted ascents, but the BBC weren't showing anything like that. So cloud amounts, blue for most of the day, odd bits of upper cirrus, probably very, very light cirrus, and then some cumulus and these showers kicking off to the east of us and around us as the air destabilizes. And we can see that with the ascents over the next 2 to 3 days, that the air is beginning to destabilize over France and come up towards us. And certainly in the mid-levels, there's definitely a chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. Probably not near us, but Tuesday I suspect we're going to see thunderstorms in our area. Suggested top meteo distance. Local to Lasham really, and through the Southampton zone. So yeah, they're sort of suggesting it'll be okay, but blue in this area to the west of Lasham. So there you have the weather. It's pretty predictable really. And it remains sort of like that for the next couple of days. Varying areas. I'm not really sure where the thunderstorms are going to be, but I'm sure we will see some Tuesday, Wednesday. And hopefully that'll start to see a change in the weather pattern. Okay, so if people go flying today, airspace wise, almost a rerun of yesterday in terms of NOTAMs. Parachuting at Old Sarum, and they're coming back online 6 days a week, and Tuesday is their day off in theory. Weekend parachuting at Little Riz till midnight tonight, and we still have the parachuting at Marsh Gibbon, which is just east of Bicester, and that's running now until the 31st of this month. So it starts at 15:30, as you can see there. Sorry, the 8th to the 31st. It's 7 till 1800 hours UTC, so 8 till 7 o'clock in the evening. And we've also got the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. It's the 70th anniversary, and this is the AIC that relates to it. And I think if anybody's seen the briefing before, it's exactly the same. It's last day today. It's 2 circles around Western and Silverstone, up to 2,500 feet above sea level. Essentially for the helicopters to transit across. It won't be for spectators. It's just probably for crews and dignitaries to transit across. But apparently it's a big money spinner for Western Airfield. Right, operationally on the airfield, we are on runway 09 and no jet movements forecast. So if you want to launch sometime after lunch, just come to the runway and we'll get you launched. Okay, see you then, folks.